The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going to swing it on second down. Pressure coming. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams?
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Size, still got him on the turf. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Keeps the play going. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here comes the option. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They'll run the option. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Johns. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johns. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down. A
designed run for the quarterback. What an nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the Longhorns will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He got it. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Power football with the run. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
And how about that. Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third down, he drops to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. Takes the handoff. It's White. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bravo. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Pulls it in, it's Johns. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Now on the move. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
Now on the option. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's White. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's open on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. Got a man. It's Clark. Ball is loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Actually picked up yardage on the play.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. with the catch. It's White. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. He wants to throw it. Quarterback adapting. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. Let's see what they do.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just under half a minute to go before the break. They'll take over first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Right back to the air on second and 10. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Running back searching for a hole. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield on first down. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a South Carolina offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, pass to Marker. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They take the lead with the 6.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a man on the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Toss sweep to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching on the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Longhorns will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the move, he fires. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! success. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. They're going to ride this running back. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for space. It's White. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Leaves it with the running back. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Now, 4th down.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field.
Build that momentum, offense.
Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
The option look. Running into the open space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Fires to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Grab near the sticks. It's Simon. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. This dude is lining it up for the horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now, intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Linebackers have tough jobs, right? Their first responsibility is to stuff the run, but you can see he does a really good job seeing pass, getting back into his cover 2 drop, breaking on the football, and making the interception.
Great place to start for this offense. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Johns. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It'll be third and long. They'll give it to the back. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
Free yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. He's got it on the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, let him go get yards.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Simon. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Past the 30. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Fires to the tight end. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
On the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, and how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 14 to Florida. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, guys, final 2 minutes of this game, you've got to throw. You've got to be able to pick out wide receivers one-on-one that are going to make a play. I love running the football, but now is not the time. You need points to win.
And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
3rd downs are so crucial, and quarterbacks, you want them to be, elite with their functioning, be able to go through their progressions, get rid of the football, not take sacks. But they just took a sack. How about the individual effort by that defense, understanding 3rd down and getting to the quarterback?
Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. After picking up the 1st down, they still have to move quickly here. Working that left side now. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Hauls it in. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And he's just going to spike it.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Wide open downfield. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Making side adjustments here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with the W.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. This time it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.